The rise of 5G technology, what's in store? Welcome to Tech Prior. 5G is the abbreviation for the fifth generation of mobile networks. It is the fifth generation of global wireless technology, following 1G, 2G, 3G, and 4G networks. The fifth generation mobile network, or 5G, provides a new type of network that is intended to connect nearly everyone and everything, including machines, objects, and gadgets. In this video, we will talk about the rise of 5G technology. It is anticipated that 5G wireless technology would enable faster peak data transfer rates of multiple gigabits per second, Gbps, ultra-low latency, increased dependability, huge network capacity, increased availability, and a more standardized user experience for a greater number of users. New user experiences can be enabled, and new sectors can be connected, thanks to improvements in performance and efficiency. Who was the inventor of 5G? No single business or individual is the owner of 5G, nevertheless. Several businesses are operating inside the mobile ecosystem that is working toward making 5G a reality. Qualcomm's contributions to the development of many of the core technologies that propel the industry ahead and that of the building blocks of 5G, the next wireless standard, have been significant. We play a significant role in the third-generation partnership project, 3GPP, which is the industry group that establishes the global standards for the technologies known as 3G UMTS, including HSPA, 4G LTE, and 5G. The third-generation partnership project, 3GPP, is the organization that is driving several critical inventions across all parts of the design of the 5G network, from the air interface to the service layer. Other types of participants of the 3GPP 5G group include mobile network operators and vertical service providers, in addition to infrastructure vendors and component or device makers. OFDM, or orthogonal frequency division multiplexing, is the technology upon which 5G is based. This is a technique for modulating a digital transmission across several distinct channels to reduce interference. 5G employs a 5G new radio, NR, air interface in conjunction with OFDM principles. In addition to this, 5G makes use of technologies that have a wider bandwidth, such as sub-6 GHz and mmWave. The same fundamentals of mobile networking underpin the functionality of both 4G LTE and 5G OFDM. The new 5G NR air interface, on the other hand, has the potential to further improve OFDM by delivering a far better level of both flexibility and scalability. This might make 5G access available to a greater number of people and devices, which would be useful for a wide variety of applications. The utilization of spectrum resources will be expanded in 5G, allowing for wider bandwidths. This expansion will take place from the sub-3 GHz used in 4G up to 100 GHz and beyond. 5G may work in both lower bands, for example, sub-6 GHz, and mmWave, for example, 24 GHz and higher, which will deliver extreme capacity, multi-Gbps throughput, and low latency. 5G can operate in both lower bands, for example, sub-6 GHz. In comparison to 4G LTE, 5G is not only intended to provide mobile broadband services that are quicker and of higher quality, but it also has the potential to grow into new service areas, such as those involving mission-critical communications and the enormous Internet of Things. This is made possible by numerous novel strategies for the construction of the 5G NR air interface, such as a new design for a self-contained TDD subframe. If you want to watch more videos like this, kindly like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. How is it that 5G is superior to 4G? There are several reasons why 5G will be superior to 4G, including the following. 5G is an order of magnitude quicker than 4G. The capacity of 5G is more than that of 4G. The latency in 5G networks is noticeably better than that of 4G networks. 5G is an integrated system that is more capable than its predecessor, 4G. 5G makes better use of spectrum than 4G does. 5G is an integrated system that is more capable than its predecessor, 4G. The primary goal of 4G LTE was to provide mobile broadband services that were significantly quicker than those provided by 3G networks. 5G, on the other hand, is intended to be a unified and more capable platform that not only improves the quality of mobile broadband experiences but also supports new services such as mission-critical communications and the enormous Internet of Things. In addition, 5G has the potential to natively handle all spectrum types, licensed, shared, and unlicensed, and bands, low, mid, and high, a broad variety of deployment patterns, from conventional macro cells to hotspots, and new ways to interconnect, such as device-to-device and multi-hop mesh. 5G makes more efficient use of the spectrum than 4G does. 5G is also designed to make the most of every piece of spectrum over a wide array of accessible spectrum regulatory frameworks and bands. These bands range from low bands, which are below 1 GHz, to mid bands, which are between 1 GHz and 6 GHz, to high bands, which are known as millimeter waves, mmWave. 5G is significantly quicker than 4G. 5G has the potential to be an order of magnitude faster than 4G, with peak data speeds of up to 20 gigabits per second (Gbps) and average data rates of over 100 megabits per second (Mbps). 5G has a higher capacity than its predecessor, 4G. 5G is planned to be able to sustain a 100 times increase in both the traffic capacity and the efficiency of networks. The latency of 5G is lower than that of 4G. The end-to-end latency of 5G networks has been reduced by a factor of 10, bringing it down to 1 millisecond. This allows 5G to provide access that is substantially more instantaneous and real-time. In what ways and when will 5G affect economies around the world? 5G is the engine that is powering global expansion. An annual output of $13.1 trillion from the world's economy. The creation of 22.8 million additional employment. A global capex and R&D winking and laughing investment in 5G of $265 billion per year over the next 15 years. We observed through a study that is considered to be a landmark in the field of 5G economy that the entire economic effect of 5G will likely be realized across the globe by the year 2035. This will provide support for a wide variety of businesses and may enable up to $13.1 trillion worth of goods and services. This influence is significantly more significant than that of earlier network generations. In addition, the requirements for the construction of the new 5G network are growing beyond the traditional mobile networking companies and into other industries such as the automobile industry. According to the findings of the study, the 5G value chain, which includes original equipment manufacturers, OEMs, network operators, content creators, application developers, and consumers, could independently sustain up to 22.8 million employees, which is more than one job for each individual in Beijing, China. In addition, there are a great deal of emerging applications in addition to new ones that will still be described in the future. What the entire 5G effect on the economy is going to be can only be determined by the passage of time. 5G is planned to achieve a multitude of things that have the potential to alter our lives. These things include providing us with faster download speeds, lower latency, and greater capacity and connectivity for billions of devices, particularly in the fields of virtual reality, VR, the Internet of Things, IoT, and artificial intelligence, AI. For instance, with 5G, you will have access to new and improved experiences, such as near-instant access to cloud services, multiplayer cloud gaming, shopping with augmented reality, and real-time video translation and collaboration, amongst other things. So this is the end of our today's video. Do you like it? Kindly give your valuable response in our comment section below. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more interesting and informative videos.